Joe Biden has an all-new campaign. If you don't lie for me, you ain't black. Look at this latest news that is breaking for the terrible, disastrous Joe Biden campaign. The Philadelphia radio show host who admitted she was given the questions to ask President Biden for an interview has been cut by WURD radio. Is that word radio? Holy shit. During the interview with CNN, host Andrea Lawful Sanders admitted she was given questions to ask President Biden. She has now been fired. The radio station remains an independent voice that our audience can trust will hold elected officials accountable, a statement read. As Pennsylvania's only black-owned talk radio station, Word Radio has cultivated that trust with our audience for over 20 years. This is something we take very seriously. Agreeing to a predetermined set of questions jeopardizes that trust and is not a practice that Word Radio engages in or endorses as a matter of practice or official policy. Word Radio is now not a mouthpiece for the Biden or any other administration. Bro, this is insane. Let's check this out.
You each you asked 4 questions, and maybe that's what you were allowed to ask by the campaign or the White House. But they were essentially the same questions, both interviews, about accomplishments, progress in your respective state, what's at stake in the election, what he has to say about his debate performance, and what he would say to voters who think their vote doesn't matter or might sit this election out. Were those questions given to you by the White House, or did you have, or the campaign, or did you have to submit questions ahead of this interview?
The questions were sent to me for approval. I approved them.
Okay, so the White House sent the questions to you ahead of the interview.
Yes.
Okay.
I got several questions, 8 of them, and the 4 that were chosen were the ones that I approved.
Okay. And the reason I ask is not a criticism of either of you. It's just that if the White House is trying now to prove the vim, vigor, acuity of the president, I don't know how they do that by sending questions first before the interview so that the president knows what's coming.
Oh, that's rich coming from CNN. CNN, of all places, trying to ask that question. Get out of here. The entire media, the entire system has protected Joe Biden for the last 4 years. Everybody with a working brain and the slightest bit of common sense knew this was going on. And now they're all acting like, oh, well, this is just so shocking. We all knew this was going on. This has been just as bad for the mainstream media as it has been for the Biden administration. Everything that they have been feeding you has been bullshit. Everything. And now you've got a black radio host being fired because of Joe Biden and his disastrous campaign. Wow. I mean, it just gets worse and worse. And this happens in Pennsylvania, a battleground state. Woo! It's getting good, ladies and gentlemen. I can't wait to see how the rest of this plays out because Joe Biden is a walking disaster right now. It truly is astonishing how bad this is. It's so bad that I think it's by design. There's no way they're putting this guy out there in these situations and allowing these things to happen without it being part of the plan. Because how did we go from him being protected so much for 3.5 years and now suddenly, boom, out of nowhere, everything's coming out? Everything. It's because they want him gone. I want him to stay. We need Joe Biden to stay as the Democratic nominee for 2024. We need that really badly. You guys let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you very much for checking out this video, and we will talk to you later.